History remembers the headlines, we find the bylines. This is the unsung. In the grand narrative of personal computing, one name echoes above all others. Bill Gates. But what if the story we know is missing its first, most crucial chapter? What if the blueprint for the digital revolution was drawn up not in a garage in Albuquerque, but in a quiet office at the Naval Postgraduate School by a man named Gary Kildall? This is the story of the true software architect of the personal computer and how his creation changed the world, even as his name was erased from its history. The year is 1974. The world of computing is dominated by colossal mainframes, accessible only to a select few. But a new wave is coming, the microcomputer. Tiny, affordable machines built by hobbyists and dreamers. The problem? They had no soul, no way to run software. They were powerful, but mute. Enter Gary Kildall, a brilliant professor and consultant for a little company called Intel. While working with their new microprocessors, he saw the future. He envisioned a universal language, a foundational layer that would allow any software to run on any machine. He called it CPM, the control program for microcomputers. For a few $100s, a hobbyist could buy CPM and suddenly their home-built machine could run word processors, spreadsheets, and games. It was the spark that ignited the entire personal computer industry. By the late 1970s, CPM was the undisputed king, the standard operating system for hundreds of different computer models. Gary Kildall's company, Digital Research, was at the center of this new universe. He wasn't just a programmer. He was an architect, designing the very foundation upon which a digital society would be built. Then, in 1980, the giant awoke. IBM, the titan of the old guard, decided to enter the personal computer market. They moved with uncharacteristic speed, assembling a team to build what would become the IBM PC. They needed an operating system, and everyone knew there was only one real choice: Gary Kildall's CPM. And this is where the story takes its legendary, almost mythical turn. The day IBM came calling, Gary wasn't there. The most common tale is that he was out flying his beloved airplane, choosing the freedom of the skies over a stuffy corporate meeting. Other accounts say he was already in a tense negotiation with another manufacturer. The details are debated, but the outcome is not. IBM, frustrated and on a tight deadline, left without a deal. Desperate for an alternative, they turned to a small, ambitious company they were already working with for a programming language. That company was Microsoft, led by a 25-year-old Bill Gates. Did Microsoft have an operating system? No, but Gates saw the opportunity of a lifetime. He knew of a small company in Seattle that had created a clone of CPM, an imitation called QDOS, which stood for Quick and Dirty Operating System. Microsoft quickly bought QDOS for about $50,000, polished it up slightly, and renamed it MS-DOS. They then licensed it to IBM, but with a masterstroke of business acumen. Instead of selling it outright, Microsoft retained the rights to license MS-DOS to other computer manufacturers. When the IBM PC became a monumental success, other companies rushed to create their own compatible clones. And what operating system did they all need? MS-DOS. The mechanism of erasure was now in motion. While CPM was arguably superior, the sheer marketing power of the IBM-Microsoft alliance was unstoppable. Every new PC sold with MS-DOS further cemented Microsoft's dominance and pushed Gary Kildall's creation further into the shadows. The copy, backed by brilliant business strategy, had supplanted the original. Kildall eventually did strike a deal with IBM to offer CPM as an option for the PC, but it was too little too late. Priced at $240 versus $40 for MS-DOS, the choice for consumers was obvious. The industry standard had shifted, not because of superior technology, but because of a missed meeting and a masterful deal. If you look at early versions of MS-DOS and CPM side by side, the resemblance is undeniable. The command structures, the file systems, the core concepts, they are born from the same DNA. Gary Kildall's architectural blueprint was still there, living inside nearly every personal computer in the world. But his name was gone, replaced by another. Gary Kildall continued to innovate for years, but he never regained the ground he lost. The man who laid the very foundation of the personal computer revolution became a footnote in its official history. A what if whispered among old-school tech enthusiasts. His story isn't one of failure, but of being overshadowed. He was the architect whose building was sold under another's name. He built the stage, but another star took the spotlight. The world we live in today, a world run on personal computers, was built on the framework he designed. His legacy isn't in a brand name, but in the very logic that powers our digital lives. He is the unsung architect of our modern age. What other inventors are missing from the stories we tell? Let us know in the comments below. And if you believe these forgotten stories deserve to be told, make sure to subscribe.